Hello and Assalamu alaikum. Guess where I am? I'm at the St. Vincent Mental Health Facility at the Vincent Pallotti Life Hospital. I bet you would have never thought that I'm in a hospital, right? I would like to now introduce you to the program manager of this facility. This is occupational therapist Claire Prowse.
Thank you.
I brought my own slippers along, do you like?
They're lovely, they suit you. At least you're feeling at home.
I definitely am. When my initial response to coming here the first time was like, I'm in a hotel. And I believe that's the objective really of people that, for a lack of a better word, checks in to this facility.
Absolutely.
Tell us a bit more about this facility.
Okay. Yeah, for me this facility is around a retreat and an opportunity for you to have some time out and some space away for you to recover, some space for you to invest time into yourself and some energy into your own healing and your own learning. It's meant to be a place of comfort, and it's meant to be a place that makes you feel safe and secure and warm and welcome.
Facilities like this had been established, and that the need for facilities like this had been decided upon by the boards of the likes of Life Hospital.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think what was recognized a long time ago is that the treatment of depression is very different to the treatment for someone who's suffering from a physical illness. When one is depressed, you need the opportunity to, in some cases, be taken away from your situation or circumstance and given an opportunity for healing, but that opportunity requires of you to get up each day, function normally within the facility, so you're not lying in bed sleeping all the time, but that you have an opportunity to engage with other people and to start learning new skills to better manage your depression. Hence
this facility, and I'll ask you to speak about it, its name, the reason that it's detached, I think is also important to speak about. Absolutely. From the main hospital. Absolutely.
I think life itself recognized that the treatment of depression requires something very different to those of patients with physical illnesses. So they created a unit that allows for patients with depression, but also patients with anxiety and other stress-related illnesses to come into the facility. The idea being that they get up each morning, that they wear normal clothes, there's no hospital gowns, there's an opportunity for patients to make use of the facility, to walk around all day, and they're encouraged to treat their day as a normal day, as outside of the unit.
This facility, this unit has its own name, correct?
Absolutely. So it's called St. Vincent's Mental Health Unit, and it's Vincent Pallotti's unit that they've built to cater for patients with mental illness. Our role is very much around the program and the idea of creating a program where patients are involved each day in activities to try and learn new skills, to try and have exposure to different techniques and modalities that will assist them in their healing process. So I work alongside the nursing staff, also together with the psychiatrists and psychologists, and together we make up what we refer to as the multidisciplinary team. So we all have an input into the recovery of our patients while they're in the facility.
Just to this beautiful facility, what's the next process?
Okay, from here we'll take you up to the nurses station where you can at least be admitted. The nurses will take you through a process of a few questions to gather some information around your reasons for coming to the unit.
Yes. And
from there they'll take you onto your room and get you settled in. And the next step will be to take you through the facility and to introduce you to the various members of the team and to your other patients that are in the unit.
Yeah. So basically it's an orientation when you're coming in, and from there onwards the nurses would integrate you into the going-ons of the facility.
Absolutely. Yeah. They'll make you feel at home as quickly as possible.
Okay. Great.
Beyond this fence, there's no, not off, but it's
Not off.
So all that if they want that, and then there's also is our group room space, and it's a space where we've tried to make it fun, we've tried to make it inspiring, we've tried to make it a space where people feel comfortable to come to each day, and this is where all of our groups take place within the program.
Okay, so typically what happens here? What is the program?
So patients arrive each morning at 9:30 until lunchtime, and we participate in life skills where we're training and educating and empowering people to learn the skills that they need to overcome their depression. And it's a space where there's open sharing, there's an opportunity for people to learn from each other, and we as the OTs are facilitating a process of learning, but through patients sharing their own experiences with each other.
Definitely, I can see a lot of learning happens here. It reminds me of being in a classroom at school.
Absolutely, absolutely.
This is what? That's something else.
No, absolutely. This is a space for people to come late in the afternoons. We have a fairly full program, but this late afternoon slot is an opportunity for patients just to have some downtime, to have an opportunity for them to switch off from all the struggles and all the issues that they're working through. The idea with the crafts is it's creating a space for our patients to really just to slow down and almost get to a space, absolutely, unwind, where time shuts down and they don't have to focus on anything else but the product that they're working on. What's interesting with a lot of our clients is they arrive and they say, but I'm not creative, I can't draw, I can't paint. And we keep reminding them that it's not so much about what the finished product looks like, but the process of participating in something where you're creating something and also distracting yourself from other issues and other problems that you feel you need to work on. And I'm sure
the end result is beautiful pieces like this.
Absolutely, absolutely, and they're all too happy to take these home with them. So we do fabric painting, we do beadwork, we do painting, sometimes decoupage on blocks, they might knit, we do glass painting, you name it, we pretty much can cover it while you're here. Has been structured with 3 weeks, each focusing on a different topic and a theme, and that was put together based on the majority of patients coming in and what we saw to be the needs of those patients. So our first week we spent looking at relationships, and the theme of relationships is focused throughout the week. So we look at everything from healthy relationships, toxic relationships, codependency, setting boundaries, healthy communication, assertiveness techniques and skills. Our second week we spend time looking at stress and managing stress, and that covers depression. We look at anxiety, we look at techniques around setting goals and looking at trying to create a more balanced life. And then week 3 is spent largely focused on the relationships that we each have with ourselves. So it's around improving self-esteem and everything around positive self-talk, healthy goal setting, gratitude, lifelines, etc. And our mornings are very based around life skills, but we also have tried to create a program which touches on a variety of needs. So we look also at meditation, we do relaxation techniques within the program, we do creative skills, we also do support groups, and we bring in an outsider who does art therapy and someone who does dialectical behavior therapy. So it's very well-rounded, and each patient is bound to find within the program that their needs are met with the variety we have on offer.
In my coming out with depression, got lots of messages of support from family and friends, but I just got the sense that many people doesn't know what to say. And the best that people could do was, I'll pray for you, which I'm happy for. What support can family and friends offer to those that are depressed?
Absolutely. I think your experience is not that different to many patients who are depressed, in that unless someone has been through depression themselves, they really do struggle to understand what depression is all about. So even within the unit, we provide spaces for family and friends to come in and be educated, and an opportunity for them to find out more about how to manage the depressed patient. I think what's important in what we always say to family members or friends of the depressed client is that ask the depressed person what it is that they need.
Correct.
More often than not, they need understanding, they would like support. Some people want practical help. It's helpful for them if you can lift their kids from school,
Correct.
if you can pick up the supper tonight from the shops.
Yeah.
Some people like you to ask them all the time how they're doing, and other people just want space. They don't want you to make it a focus.
Sure.
But as the friend or the family member, ask the depressed person, be curious, be interested, and understand that depression for them is not a choice. It's an illness. And as we would support the person who's had the heart bypass and needs care and love and support, so does the patient who has depression.
And many of the times it also affects the immediate family. So they may also be going through depression in different degrees.
Absolutely.
So it's also an education, I think, for all around the depressed person.
Absolutely. And where we in the unit, how we try to support that. And usually it's the psychologist that will call in the family and have some discussions and conversations together.
Yeah.
Because you're absolutely right. When someone is depressed, it has a ripple effect on everybody else within that family structure.
Claire, Prowse, thank you very much for availing your time and taking us around your beautiful facility. We are really grateful to that.
It's an absolute pleasure.